Tools is brought to you by
EXO Auto Works. EXO Auto Works is Colorado Springs' home of the $40 synthetic blend oil change. Call now, 719-375-3232, or visit exoautoworks.com to make your appointment.
Call us today in order to schedule your $80 wheel alignment on most vehicles.
Madrid Maintenance. Madrid Maintenance offers excellent handyman service in the Colorado Springs area, starting at just $45 an hour. You can reach them by phone at 719-963-2020 or online at facebook.com/Madrid Maintenance.
Trevor's Beard is brought to you by The Beard Struggle. The Beard Struggle is his go-to for beard hygiene and styling products, so you should click the link below and use the code TLANE15 for 15% off your order.
Enharmonic Studios. Enharmonic Studios is a hybrid digital analog facility designed to be quality and affordable to anyone who wants to make history. Call today, 719-963-2020, or go to facebook.com/Enharmonic Studios.
From EXO Auto Works. Streaming all over the world.
Coming for you, globalist!
It's your weekly dose of toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity.
With Eric Madrid.
Because if too many people are just running around with their dicks out, it's called the Harambe variant.
And Trevor Lane.
No. Of Karens.
Wow, that was abrupt.
Yep.
Perfect. Right to the point. Man tools.
Abrupt.
Don't be a dick. Pay your bills on time. Don't beat your woman. Don't do meth. It's easy.
Yeah.
Other than that.
It's a good start.
Yeah, it's a good start. Well, I'd like to say hi to our Sacramento connection via Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Over there.
Or
There's somewhere. What's up, Keys?
Where they swim to Florida. Oh, wait, no, they're already America.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I said, that's Cubans. Well, hopefully everybody made it through the Hurricane Ian. And I saw McLaren, $2 million McLaren underwater.
Ooh.
It was yellow, so who cares? Who buys a canary yellow McLaren?
Hey, if that's the only color you got.
Florida man.
Although I would assume if you can get one at all, you can pick the color.
Yeah.
Unless they're dicks. Maybe they're like, nope. This car comes in this
In
color.
this color for this year model, whatever. Yeah. Let's say, for half that, just go buy an Aston Martin.
Sure, yeah. Yeah. Did you see the rash of Teslas and the like catching fire down there because all the batteries got wet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Just saying. Got one of them gasoline cars, you can let it dry out and it'll work.
More or less, yeah.
I mean, it'll work. I told Zookeeper, she sent that McLaren, the news article on it. And I was like, well, so when I see one on sale in Craigslist in Colorado, I'll be like, was it in a flood?
Why? Yeah, why is this
why is this half off?
Why is this only a $250,000?
Yeah, wait a minute. It's one of those home kits or oh, it was in Florida. Par for the course, same kind of week, same shit, different week. Yeah, strung out on 2 different jobs, trying to get it done, and starting to get annoyed with my guy because he's just like got his head up his ass, like phoning it in the last few days.
Yeah,
I'm like, hey, wake up.
We got shit to do.
We got shit to do. When are we off? Dude, it's 9:30. It's not for a long time.
Yeah.
Stop
It's
asking
too
me.
early to even ask about lunch.
Yeah, stop asking me stupid questions. We're here all day. Like, find something to do. There's a list.
Yeah.
There's a whole list. Well, that's what happens. You overpay them, and then I don't know. I kind of have that 3-month thing. Like 3 months, they get complacent. They're like, "That's cool." Eric's
Yeah.
like, "Chill," and like, dude, and they start dragging their feet, and I'm like,
You're
all
about to
right.
see not chill.
Yeah. You're about to see not chill at all. So that's about it. Yeah. A lot of tile. A lot of audiobooks, a lot of late night editing.
Good shit.
Yeah. It's fun. I do drop off some guitars to get fixed. Messing with those. I miss working on guitars.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is work on your own. You're
Right.
like, but
fiddle with
I
this.
want to fiddle with this, son. Ooh, I get paid to do it. All right, I want to check this out. And yeah, it's gonna be a dull show. Sorry, folks.
Well, maybe some of the stuff we cover will be more exciting.
More exciting. It's that fall rut, bud.
Yeah.
Oh, and we got to do your sprinkler Sunday.
Okay.
Got to do at least something. I mean, 132-degree day in October. I'm like, just deal with it. It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But 3 days in a row under 32.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope, scared.
Yeah.
I already fixed these. Nope.
Yep.
I do not want to go redo stuff.
No.
So, see you Sunday.
All right. We can do that.
I'm gonna go down that neighborhood and do all the folks up in that hood.
I'll be at work, but Carolyn will be around.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. It'll be sometime in the day. Got about 50 of them to do.
Cool.
It's gonna have a day off.
Not this week.
Not this week. Not this week. Maybe next month. Somewhere around Christmas. Maybe.
Well,
that being said,
let's do some news, man. Nope. There we go.
little known fact, Trevor beatboxed that whole theme music by himself.
I definitely did not. But if you, as we get into the news, you see, as usual, being prepared is a big deal. And I'm not showing that on the screen, am I?
No.
No. All right.
That's okay. We'll
do
redo
this
it.
And
start it over.
Start it over. News this week is brought to you by Clip and Carry. Be prepared with Clip and Carry sheaths and holsters to keep your most important tools at arm's reach. Check them out on our website at mantoolsmedia.com/clip and carry. Then you'll see a nice handy link that will take you to their site because they can't give us easy affiliate codes or easy affiliate links. But as you see, their website is chock full of all kinds of nifty things for whether it's firearm holsters, multi-tool sheaths, everyday carry, belt clips, you name it. If it's to attach something you need to your body, they have it.
Detachable penis.
And in our first story, I primarily got this up. I didn't read much past the first line there. Not the title, but the first line under the headline, because this alarmed me. This is out of the UK, lack of urgency in tackling male suicide report claims. And then this stat, MPs, that's short for members of parliament, for those of you that don't speak British.
It's not English.
Say the current political and public policy approach to the biggest killer of men under 50. So in the UK, apparently,
it's not heart disease. It's not bus accidents.
Nope.
It's not TARDIS landing on you.
Nope.
It's not Daleks.
Not in this universe, no. It's men reaching the end of the rope and reaching the end of a rope.
Yeah,
not to be too punny with it, but as the
I was reading a different article on this last week. It wasn't this, was the other one, and it's here's some of the things that have been cracked down on. Opiates have been wildly cracked down on. Okay. So what happened in the 90s in Seattle? Let's just get geography for a second. What's the weather and like over in good old UK?
Gloomy and rainy. That's why it's green.
Yeah. What is it like in Seattle?
Gloomy and rainy. That's why it's green.
What did they have in Seattle in the 90s?
Grunge rock.
Heroin, and made some great music, right?
Together.
Yeah, together, right? I'm not saying that drug use is a thing, but when they cracked down on it super hard, there was a void. So there was a lack of shall we say self-medicating. That happens a lot. We all know it. Probably shouldn't, but we do. And two, people having to wean off of it so quickly and not being able to go to clinics like they used to be able to. Plus, you're in the dreary, rainy, some old man pissing on your neck weather all day long, every day of the year.
Yep.
360 days a year. Their VA is ridiculously understaffed, whatever their version of it is, like stuff that we've looked up. And British women could be a pain in the ass. It's a whole different culture.
That's true.
So there's a whole lot of young dudes that are, men under 50, that are reaching the end of the rope.
Well, the upside is it sounds like they're trying to do something because they formed, unfortunately, I'm not paying to read the rest of this article, but down to where I could get the all-party parliamentary group on issues affecting men and boys. The fact that they even have one of those is an indication that they're trying.
Yeah, it's a step forward.
Something.
It's at least a step forward.
Yeah. So, I'd be curious. I don't know what the stats are here. I didn't look that up. I'm sure.
No. It's such an awkward subject sometimes because there's so many cliches. It's a permanent solution to temporary problems.
Mm-hmm.
I find that some folks really feel like that's it's the end and like there's nothing left, and change your mindset just for a minute. Maybe do something radical, like go grab an orange and start peeling it. You'll find that your brain switches gears pretty quickly. There are ways to do it without. There's ways to get through the day, and then the sun comes up again tomorrow. It just I don't know, man. It's not my bag.
Yeah.
It's not my bag. It's not something that I condone or even want to. I don't even half joke about it, or most of the time I just want to get down on people and be like, dude, it's not that fucking bad.
Right.
Like, it really isn't. There are dudes in ditches, shitting and then drinking the water and hiking 7 miles to do it, to bring it back to their family, to make you like, come on, bud. It's not that bad.
Yeah. Well,
downer.
I figured we'd start with the downer, so we can finish with happier things. Although this isn't one of them.
Oh, jeez.
Quite. This is a completely different. So I don't know if you've heard people talk about country-backed digital currencies, CBDCs. This is basically the idea is, so you have Bitcoin. It's a completely private thing. Well, countries now are like, we should have our own and possibly move our although it's weird to call it paper currency because a lot of stuff isn't on paper anymore, move it to digital.
Right.
Well, one thing that they've come up with in China, and the scary thing is the kind of control that when governments do this kind of thing. Well, in China, did you like saving your money? Well, fuck off with that if this becomes reality for everybody. They're testing out a digital version of the yuan that has an expiration date. So if you don't spend it by a certain date, it goes away. There's no stashing this away in a savings account, having it earn some interest. It's you get it, you spend it on stuff. The end. You get more.
You gotta go make more. Jeez.
It literally forces you to be like a consumer,
and stay at whatever
Can't be a
level.
saver, you got to be a spender.
Stay at whatever level you're at.
That's crazy. As it says, this gives the central bank an ability to effectively boost consumption demand or impose negative rates as needed.
Well then.
Yep.
Well,
that's nuts.
I don't think that's going to work.
Depends on what you mean by work.
Yeah. That's not going to work for me.
If the goal is to wreck everything, then I think it'll work very well.
It's going to work really well. Yeah.
If the goal is to turn the population basically into slaves, then
still serfs. Yeah. Back to feudal times. Well,
you didn't spend all your yuan. They're gone.
They're gone now. That fucking sucks. That's a bizarre thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the other thing I'm curious about, because even though we're talking about fiat and stuff, generally speaking, money can't just go nowhere. So, does the government take it back from you if you don't spend it? Is that the deal?
No, it's digital.
No, I know, but money doesn't just go nowhere.
Right, but it
can't just disappear. You know what I mean? Are they taking it back from you? Are they redistributing it? Are they
to give it value to keep? No, they'll probably erase it. So then
there just aren't that many coins.
Now there aren't that many dollars sitting out. A bunch of cash got burned. That means your cash in your pocket is worth more.
Yeah. Okay.
Not much, but I mean,
it's still bananas.
All right, let's see how we have an oppressed people that we need to control a little bit better. And here you go. You better work all day and then spend it by the end of the week. They're not
talking about the expiration thing, but there is talk in the U.S. of converting to a digital dollar. And who knows if they have something like this in mind.
I'm sure. I'm fucking sure.
I imagine ours will be a little more subtle. Like your one digital dollar, if you let it sit too long, will just turn into digital 50 cents.
Yeah.
And they won't just take it. It'll just be like, it's worth a little bit less.
Didn't you know what though?
It used to be you'd earn interest by saving.
Yeah. Now they want to get rid of that. They want to get rid of that.
Like, no. In fact, your dollar becomes a 50 cent and then a quarter and then a dime and then a nickel.
Jesus. Well,
yeah. Bananas.
Screw that idea of buying a house in Black Forest.
Here's a very odd study to even
of course we
conduct. But anyways, the recent study suggests that straight male extreme metal, that's what I'm saying, it's so specific, extreme metal guitarists are trying to impress other straight men. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Of course,
anyone that plays that kind of music, they're not. That's not the. We've talked about this,
right?
There's not really any music that's getting you laid, but it's definitely not.
Not that
crazy death metal and stuff. As this says, an oddly specific study on why heterosexual male guitarists play extreme metal music points to these guys wanting to impress other heterosexual men. This comes from the American Psychological Association. It was referenced by a Twitter account of a British TV show the other day. And research shows that heterosexual men who learn to play extreme metal guitar are mostly motivated to do so in order to impress other heterosexual men, the show tweeted.
I think the word impress is they're trying to imply something that it's not. These guys are trying to assert dominance with a niche flex is what is happening.
Right. Yeah. It's not like,
It's not, hey, look at me, like, I'm interested in you in a romantic. It's, I'm fucking better than you because I woodshedded for 48 hours this week. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an apex thing. They want to get to the top. Sorry, guys. Dan Mama is already there.
The other thing that comes into play with this type of music is, you play a 6-string? Well, I play a 7-string.
Well,
oh, you play a 7-string? Well, I play 8. Oh, well, you play 8? Well, I play 9.
Oh,
literal dick measuring.
Literally. Bigger, better, faster, more. Well, in the biological sense, they already know they're never going to breed, so they just need to, find the top of the dominance in the tribe. That's all they're doing.
Yeah.
Guitar war wankers. That's right. Guitar wars.
Have you heard of this movie, Bros?
I have not.
Oh, well, you're in for a treat. Let's watch the trailer. It just came out, and then we'll discuss some controversy.
Alrighty then.
As if the trailer is not controversial enough.
Hey guys, it's Bobby Lieber coming to you from the future home of the LGBTQ plus museum. Everyone is really excited and totally getting along.
This happens
All right,
to
so
be
if you couldn't tell,
Sexual Awareness Week, and no one has acknowledged it.
Lesbian History Month was in March. Nobody said a goddamn thing.
Of course,
Billy
lesbians get
Eichner.
a month and we get a week.
the star is a gay guy. Big stretch for him. He claims, as we'll read in an article that I'll pull up in a minute, that this is the very first rom-com made for gay dudes.
Not all wrong.
So what's happening? Didn't you guys have an announcement? This is a little
Make jokes.
but we are in a throuple situation.
You're in a throuple? Let me tell you what's progressive now. Being alone. I love my life. I love my freedom. I love my independence. That's kind of sad. That I don't want to be in a throuple. I don't even want to be in a couple.
Bobby, I had sex with that 65-year-old.
Jesus, he's ripped.
I know, it's like they injected steroids into Dumbledore. Oh my God, that's Aaron.
Jesus.
He's very hot.
Gay guys are so stupid.
I know. But we've been smart enough to brand ourselves as being smart.
It's our little secret.
You met a guy?
I don't think I'm his type.
He's like gay Tom Brady.
What do you
Of course, Queen in the soundtrack.
Well,
No, I like someone who's physically very frail and won't stop talking.
And I bet he was intimidated by
that was cute.
by him.
That was really clever.
I can do whatever, and I can do whatever. Cool, whatever, whenever. GIF of Michael Scott dancing. Office GIF? This person isn't gay.
I need you to be honest with me. You like these rowy, meathead idiots. Oh, they're fighting. You like that? Hey. I can be tough like your boys. Oh, that's what you like, huh? Oh, hey, what's going on? Oh, that's cool. Bye-bye.
Yep. That's cool.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Now I have to go to a Pride party and you're both too old to be in the pool. Please leave.
People are threatening to boycott the museum.
You can't say Lincoln was gay.
If we don't do this, we're letting the heterosexual terrorists win.
There are trans terrorists too. Caitlyn Jenner.
Whoa.
You're very intense.
I like to keep things chill. I can be chill, just like a manly man.
Sup? I got you.
Yeah. You don't need some help here.
No, you don't.
I need some help here, bro. What is going on with you? My whole life, I prided myself on being self-reliant, but this guy has gone into my head.
Maybe you're both bottoms and that's the problem.
Bottom dick.
Gay sex was more fun when straight people were uncomfortable with it.
God, do you guys remember Straight People?
Yeah, they had a nice run.
All the cliches.
All the cliches.
Different kind of wankers.
And obviously there were things that they couldn't put in the trailer, although they attempted to briefly. So as this headline says, bros review narcissism, degeneracy, and grooming of mind. A little bit of the grooming with the fact that the children knew what a bottom was. Or seemed to.
I think they're making a joke about they knew it was a butt, so they had to wiggle the butt.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, here's what happened one time when I was driving with the nieces, and we drove past those big signs at the XXX bookstores. And they're like, "What's XXX books?" I was like, "Do you remember your Roman numerals?" They're like, "Yeah." "What is an X? 10? How many X's?" They're like, 3. So how many is that? 30. So that's how old you have to be to go in that store. Okay, conversation over. My sister-in-law was like, "Nice." She said, "Nice."
Well,
so I think that was one of those situations where it was like, oh, bottom dance. It looks cute.
Yeah. Well,
I like the there's that dichotomy of what I would consider just being gay, and then there's the like flaming homosexual, and he's having a problem with. I'm sure that's an issue, right? Well, are you even gay? Well, what do you mean? What is gay? Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
Well, as this guy points out, every, as he says, 6 days, some schmuck comes out claiming to have created the first whatever, and they're often too lazy or stupid to realize that history was done decades before them.
Yeah.
In this case, it's not quite decades, but I guess back in 2018, there was a movie called, where does he talk about it? There we go. Love, Simon. That was literally a rom-com about two dudes. So now where the controversy comes in is Mr. Eichner. The trailer initially had a very cleverly shot gay orgy where you couldn't quite see, you could tell what it was, but you couldn't see anything that you weren't supposed to see, especially on YouTube.
So then, like watching Cinemax in the 80s?
Yeah. And then monkeypox hit.
Oh.
And it was like, ooh, let's pull that out. Not pull it out.
I heard you. I was ignoring you.
And then the other thing is that came into play was with something like this, there's always going to be groups that are upset. And so dude said, well, this isn't for you. And then it bombed. And he's like, well, fuck you. You're all homophobic.
You can't play that card.
Well, if it's not for
put it back in the deck,
the broad audience,
yeah,
then you shouldn't expect crazy commercial success.
Right. You shouldn't. Yeah. Put it back in the deck.
If you have a niche audience, go,
show it there. And
yeah. And then it doesn't seem like a bomb. If it only plays on, a limited number of screens or whatever, when it doesn't run in theaters. But yeah, I've seen, I forget who put it up. Someone put up a video where they were, quote, dragged there. And it was like them, the person they came with, and like 2 other people in the theater. And this is in like New York City at a busy theater.
Yikes, there should just be people sleeping there. Like,
well, yeah. Yeah. There wasn't even that. The bums even went, I'm just, if the rub to me is don't talk a lot of shit about how your movie's not for certain people, and then when they don't watch it,
be mad at them.
Say that that they're not watching it has to come from something shitty,
right? I find with any of the movies, art that's made with this intent, I think they just go overboard a little bit with there's too many jabs, too many jokes, and too many like
The other thing is, and you can't tell from a trailer, but I'm just going to take a wild guess that the agenda overcomes the story.
Sure.
And anytime that happens with art, it's a problem. You get shitty.
Yeah.
And then the criticism becomes, well, it's because you're racist. No, it's because you made a shitty movie.
Yeah.
It's not because I'm racist or homophobic or transphobic or any of the other phobics or ists.
Yeah, you just kind of made something.
You just made something garbage.
Your storytelling was lacking. You used too many overdone tropes, and your story arc was scatterbrained.
You wanted to push an agenda,
and
we all saw through it.
Saw
and those
through
of us
it,
that
and-
weren't receptive to the agenda didn't want to see it.
Right. Because I mean, let's just be real. Who didn't root for Will on Will and Grace? Like that poor guy.
I didn't really watch that show.
That guy just kept trying. He kept doing some stupid shit. So you like, you dumb motherfucker. Like, stop doing stupid stuff. Like, you know, and you rooted for him because you know Eric McCormick just nailed that role, and you really felt for the guy. Like, when you watch the whole show.
The other thing too that I find, I'm not even sure if this is legal, but he bragged about how, I think he was including the crew in this. No one involved in this was straight.
Well, okay, so how does that work?
Now you can't screen, like it's illegal to go,
yeah.
Are you gay? No. Okay, well you can't be the key grip.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can cast that way. There's loopholes with casting to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just make good stuff. Like I was thinking the other day when I was reading about this, because it specifically mentions When Harry Met Sally. I'm not into rom-coms, but that's supposedly one of the best, right? Classic.
Arguably, okay, sure.
Okay.
For the sake of argument, yeah.
Very successful, anyways. You know.
Sure.
If you made When Harry Met Sal and just took that great rom-com story and made it two dudes without the
agenda,
we're gay.
It'd be a hit.
You know,
it would be a hit.
And I'm not a fan of remakes either, so I'm not saying do that.
Please
just
don't.
You can have a good story that's about
whatever you want it to be about,
whatever kind of characters you want.
Because I mean, let's just be real. That whole them meeting, I think, you know, in whatever, I'm sure, like meeting at the club.
Mm-hmm.
That was clever. It's cute. I was like, oh, they're gonna, you know, he likes him. You're like, I'm a big fan of love. Like, get you some if you can find it.
Yeah.
You know, just but as soon as it, you know, them, I don't know. Maybe no, it's probably not. Maybe if you satired the agenda a little bit, you poked fun at yourself as well as everybody else.
Well, here's the problem.
Because I love those movies.
We have entirely too many sacred cows. And we need to start gutting the fuck out of them.
Yep. Need some steaks.
Yeah, we have way too many groups that are untouchable for being made fun of.
Everybody should be made fun of.
Yes, that's equality.
That's equality.
You know, Chappelle gets shit for when was it? I don't know if it was the last special or two specials ago. Where a good friend of his, a trans comic that he used to take out on the road, she killed herself because he was being labeled as this evil transphobe for making some jokes. And then she got lumped into, how do they word it? I forget, self-hating, something like that. Like, well, you're part of the problem too.
Yeah,
and
of course.
She's like, no, what's funny is funny. And, you know, that group of people already has a problem with suicide. And this seemed to hasten that. So his last special was very dark and kind of unforgiving. Like, if people can't be made fun of, then we're not equal. And if anyone's special, that's not how America should be working. It should be
Nobody's above the law. Nobody's above getting made fun of.
Yeah.
Especially because we always
And
say
this-
it's the 80-20 rule.
With especially with the trans community, there's the argument against making jokes is that it encourages violence, and it's like, prove it. Can you point to a case where a trans person has been assaulted or murdered or whatever, and they went, it's because I heard a joke? The suspect,
right?
Why did you do this? Well, because Dave Chappelle made a joke.
Right. No, that's not how it works.
Oh, that pushed you over the line? No, definitely not. You were already a homicidal maniac.
You're already on this.
Whatever came into play for you to pick the group that you wanted to victimize is, that thing. But, so yeah, just don't do good stories.
Do good stories. Be entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know we should take our own advice.
I thought this was interesting.
Oh yeah.
So James Earl Jones, probably best known as the voice of Darth Vader at this point.
Fuck that. He was Thulsa Doom.
Well, yeah.
Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa.
He's getting up there, and it looks like they're going to keep making Star Wars movies forever.
Yeah, but
so he has agreed, and I'm sure it might get into this with what kind of monetary things are going on, but he has agreed to have his voice cloned electronically, so that
he's doing the thing.
Future Star Wars movies will not have to involve him coming to a recording studio.
There's this, man, it came out, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. You read this paragraph and you do it a couple of times.
Like all the syllables or
It's
whatever.
got all the stuff. And now you've got, if you do that, you can have a stable of voice actors that just,
yeah.
Well,
and I think it works with something like this. It would be hard if it was his unprocessed voice, but because the Darth Vader voice is so processed, it already sounds fake and weird.
Yeah.
So if it sounds fake and weird, they're spot on. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep. And if he just reads, I mean, they already have a bunch of scripts ready, so you can read the script.
Yeah. Anyways, I guess in a recent interview, the sound supervisor for Star Wars said Jones was looking into winding down this character. Jones' voice was remastered from the original Star Wars films for some recent Disney Plus, for I guess the recent Disney Plus series Obi-Wan Kenobi, which doesn't quite make sense. They keep messing with these stories that happened before other stories.
I don't know, man. Did you watch Kenobi?
I haven't, but when I saw that Vader's involved, I'm like, wait a minute, they shouldn't have seen each other. So what's going on? You know what I mean?
Well,
or at the very least, somehow Vader should think that Kenobi's dead.
I'm not spoiling, but he does.
Yeah. Okay.
He does. He thinks that. No spoilers. But the best part of where they tied it in was, because in, Star Wars, he says, last time we met, I was the student, blah, blah, blah. You're the master.
Which could tie back to
it ties, and it could tie in. And then they watch Kenobi. I plowed through it on a Saturday. It was worth not getting shit done.
Now that Carolyn's working again, we're considering getting back to some of the subscriptions that we dumped because we couldn't afford it.
For sure.
So
if you're on Disney Plus, just jump on mine.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I don't give a shit.
All right.
Let the kids watch cartoons, the cool cartoons.
Yeah.
When Goofy does basketball.
Yeah. So yeah, they're I guess they're anyways, yeah, Jones is reportedly granted permission for Disney and Lucasfilm to use artificial intelligence and archival recording. So he's not even stepping into a studio to have it cloned. They're just going to pick through stuff.
Yeah.
And have AI fill in the gaps. So,
well, end of an era.
Yep. For sure. All right.
Thulsa Doom, bro.
Thulsa Doom is a badass character.
Yeah.
Have you ever wondered how to stop your phone
Yes.
from auto-correcting the word fuck?
That would be great.
Well, thanks to Loudwire, we're all about to learn how.
Thank God. At no time have I ever thought to say
as they
duck.
quite cleverly point out, it always goes to duck because, you know, we've all been there.
Fuck a duck.
Let me see. I want to get to. All right. So method 1 is the super easy. Turn autocorrect off.
Yeah. Well,
Then you
there's
just
that.
misspell
Everything.
But your F is not going to get replaced with a D. That's pretty easy. Method 2 is you can actually make adjustments to your text replacement. You can go into your settings and mess with the keyboard, and there's a settings called text replacement. Tap that. So you'll add the word duck to phrase and then fuck to shortcut.
So every
And
time
this
you go to
works
spell
for-
duck,
Yeah. It'll go, oh no, you don't mean duck. Now, the flip to that is if you happen to actually want to talk about a duck, you will send profanity to whoever you're talking to.
perfect.
And then the last one is you add the word as a contact.
Yeah.
And then it will stop trying to autocorrect because it thinks that you're talking to a person that you know. You're spelling this guy's name.
Right. I'm going to put you in my phone as fuckhead.
So there you go.
There you go.
The 3 less than perfect. They should just add it to the dictionary so it stops autocorrecting it. But
Alas.
and I think, yep, that is the end of the news. So we're going to pay some bills and then we're going to get into some sports. And yeah, we shall spin on in that way.
On my way over here, my brakes made an awful noise, and the last time I got them done, it was so expensive.
You should go to EXO AutoWorks. They did a great job on mine, and it was way cheaper than anywhere else I've been.
That sounds great. I need to get their number from you.
At EXO AutoWorks, we offer the best price on brake service in town. We include brand new brake pads, rotors, and hardware, which saves you money and gets you on the road faster. See our website for a full list of our services. Call EXO AutoWorks today.
This is Vinny. He loves his beard. He loves his woman, and she loves him. But Haiti doesn't like the look and feel of his beard. Wait a minute. What's this? It's Daily Tonic Beard Oil from The Beard Struggle. That's gonna alleviate dry skin and irritation. What she got now? It's Warrior's Beard Butter from The Beard Struggle. That's gonna make his beard soft and fluffy. And what's this? The Carbon X Heated Beard Brush from The Beard Struggle. That's gonna straighten those curls. There's more. The Voxter Beard Growth Accelerator from The Beard Struggle. That's to stimulate hair growth. The Beard Struggle helps to build relationships. Used by thousands of men worldwide. Order online now from thebeardstruggle.com.
Use the code TLANE15 for 15% off your order.
All right, of course, sports to you. Sports is brought
Sports
to
to
you
you.
by PlayAction Pools. Check out our contest over at playaction.pub/mantools. Join our Pick'em pool for free. I'm still winning, and I don't even like football. The winnings will pay out as if everyone threw in $3. So that's cool. And you'll also get a, if you're the winner.
Did you pick the donkeys tonight?
I believe I did.
All right, there you go. Do you know what they call the Denver Broncos cheerleaders?
No.
The Broncos.
All right. Well, learn something new every day.
There it is.
And if you set up your own contest using the promo code TOOLS, you will get 15% off. All right. So we move first to the exciting world of chess.
Yes.
The chess world has been rocked by a cheating scandal. So I guess last week, 2 weeks ago, something like that, there was this big chess tournament in, I believe it was in Missouri. Yeah, St. Louis, Missouri. And as you can see, guys getting like wanded down and shit. They're serious about preventing people from cheating. An American grandmaster, Hans Niemann, beat his opponent. I forget the guy's name, and I don't remember if it says it in the article. But anyways, this guy from, I think, Sweden. And Carlson, that's his name. Carlson immediately accused Niemann in a very specific way of cheating, claiming that with all the precautions taken to prevent cheating, he must have, quote, electronic anal beads or butt plug or something like that, where he's getting some kind of signals about how to play.
Wait,
now,
he's getting Morse code in his butthole?
So the allegations of cheating against Niemann are not unfounded. He was actually banned from the website chess.com because he was caught cheating, according to chess.com, quote, over 100 times.
Wow.
Once they started investigating it. So, yeah, this dude definitely isn't above cheating. I'm not sure about the whole anal bead butt plug thing.
I mean,
it's a very strange story.
I'm wondering, how do you cheat at chess? Like,
so the claim by the guy that was beat was that the moves he was making, and this is a guy that I guess would know, were, I forget how he worded it, but it was like, it's like the way that a supercomputer or one of those gimmicks would play, as opposed to how a human would play. So his assumption was someone was using a computer to monitor the game and feeding him, oh, do this move or that move.
Right. Huh.
I don't know. That's pretty wild. Now, the flip to this, though, is this dude has cheated.
Uh-huh.
Not in in-person games, or at least hasn't been caught before.
It looks like his old lady behind him is like, yeah, we know. I'm tired of his shit, too.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Cheating
it's
at
pretty
chess.
Crazy.
Come on.
Well, if you thought that was bad, what about cheating at fishing?
This guy's a fucking idiot.
The pro fishing world has been rocked by a cheating scandal as well.
Alleged my ass. You should watch the video.
Yeah. There's a video that shows what were they doing? Putting weights into the fish?
There was a lead fucking weights, and it wasn't like, oh, hey, here, put in, a few extra ounces. No, they're putting like a pound of lead, maybe 2 in each fish, and it's like, bro.
Yeah, because the way you win is they weigh your fish.
Fucking fish are huge. They're not that huge, and if you've ever, no. The only time I ever screwed that up was when I picked up a jug of mercury. I was like, oh, Tide bottle. Oh, God. Because you know what it weighs.
Yeah.
By looking at, just looking at it, you're like, oh, that weight, your body. They're like, these things are like 2 pounds overweight. And they were.
Yep. Well, these guys have been caught too. Does it give their names? Jacob Runyon and Chase Kaminsky weighed in their 5 walleyes at a collective 44 pounds, when usually each fish weighs closer to 4 pounds.
Yep. Dumbasses.
So they then cut open the one of the fish's stomach and found an extra fillet, like a store-bought fillet, and some lead balls. Oh, come on, guys.
Yeah, they cut them open right there. Like, man, you guys cheated.
Yep. It's crazy. And I mean, this, $30,000 in winnings was up for grabs. I guess.
I mean, you gotta like, all right, if you're gonna do it, like, just do it a little bit. Add an extra ounce here and there. Not
yeah, you
2
can't go
pounds
up
of
by
fucking fish
or 15 pounds for the total number of fish as far as expected weight. Yeah, that's crazy.
Dumbasses.
And we'll end sports on a high note. Yankee star Aaron Judge broke the American League record previously set by Roger Maris. Now, in Major League Baseball, it had been broken before, but by National League players, most notably McGuire and Bonds, with asterisks.
Yeah.
Judge is not suspected of doing anything, although my opinion is pro athletes do what pro athletes need to do to keep being pro athletes. Take that as you will. But this was pretty impressive.
Here comes the judge. Aaron
That's
Judge
it.
Making history.
Home run number 62 in one season.
The New York Yankees outfielder hitting 62 home runs.
The American League single-season home run leader.
Breaking the American League record.
The AL King. Case closed.
His mother Patty in the stands. Judge rounding the bases, pointing and smiling at his mom, blowing a kiss. And here's what he said afterward.
It's a little overwhelming, and it's, something that, I definitely will cherish and, try to enjoy this moment.
He's a big boy, but he don't look juiced.
I still think it hasn't.
Yeah,
really
I don't
sunk
think so
in.
either.
You know what I mean?
In 1927, it was Babe Ruth hitting 60 home runs.
Babe Ruth has set the greatest record.
That record stood for a long time.
In 1961, Roger Maris
That
beating
dude
the
was
record by
jacked
one.
on
hot
dogs and whiskey.
Last
Cigars.
night, 30-year-old Aaron Judge setting a new record. And about that home run ball, tonight some collectors already offering a reported $2 million for it. The fan who caught it telling our affiliate WFAA he's not sure what he'll do with it just yet.
What are you going to do with the ball, Corey? Good question. I haven't thought about it.
Tonight, Aaron Judge tweeting, "What a night, such a blessing from God to share that moment with so many special people." Judge back in Little League.
All right.
Man, $2 million. So make it 3.
Well, the guy that caught it, I guess, is an investment banker.
Oh, he doesn't need it.
So, yeah,
he doesn't.
He doesn't need it. So he could, if he's sentimental, I guess he could hang on to it, stick it in a hermetically sealed box or whatever,
and stick it in his office, and
yeah. Or he may sell it and flip that $2 million into $4 million.
Here's what he's gonna do. If he lives in New York and he's an investment banker, he's got a Wall Street lawyer on his side.
Yeah.
When he needs a favor, those billable hours are going to get expensive, and he's going to go ahead and offer that ball. Yeah,
could be. Well, congrats to Aaron Judge. I don't know if you've been watching any of these, but after he tied the record, and he's played a couple of games just tied, and it's been you can see that he's kind of stressed out and because you don't want to be the guy that just ties the record.
Yeah.
So, it's cool that he got it. So, yeah.
Well, good job, Aaron.
Yeah, that'll do it for sports. We're gonna get into some his story. Oh no, I want to go back one. There we go. Yeah. We'll hit some his story and then we'll take off. If I find
Our clothes.
Where's the thing? There it is.
Comes to his end in the gutter, spitting by
In first on the flank, get it started. It's fired and it's right.
All right. This week in his story is brought to you by another brand new sponsor that we're happy to have. Smith and Bradley watches. That's right. As you travel through time,
1 second at a time.
to be able to tell the time with
Tactical watches.
Quality timepiece.
Oh, shit.
Like Smith and Bradley. And, these are the type of timepieces that they're going to hold up. They've got tactical models, diving models, casual models. They're tough. They look nice. And they're quality. And they price, they're not a cheap watch, but they're also not, crazy. Yeah. So check those out and keep track of your history. Like that.
Make sure you get to Man Tools at 7:30, Man Tools Standard Time.
And you can find them at media, of course, mantoolsmedia.com/Smith and Bradley. And this week in history, we start with October 6, 2007. Explorer and author Jason Lewis becomes the first person to complete a human-powered circumnavigation of the globe, meaning
he paddled
all the way around the world.
Reeks of effort.
Yep. Now, what you don't see is the giant cargo ship following him around with supplies.
Right. Right.
So that when he's hungry, there you go. Oh, I'm ready for my pillow.
Uh-huh. He did it.
Yeah, he did it. Let's see, October 7th, 2001. Not even a month after the September 11th attack, the U.S. invasion of Afghanistan begins, and it will become the longest war in U.S. history. Yeah.
Don't we still have the war on drugs?
That's all I have to say about that. Well, I guess if you count the broader war on terror, that's still going on too. As well as the war on drugs. Let's see, October 8th, 1956.
The hunt for
Don Larson, speaking of baseball stuff, Don Larson of the New York Yankees pitches the very first perfect game in a World Series against the Brooklyn Dodgers. And he was a Yankee, if anyone was curious. October 10th, 1911, the Panama Canal opens up to traffic for the first time, finally allowing ships to just kind of slide on through.
No, I have to go all the way around over there, all the way around.
Yes, they can just go whoop.
Speaking of Panama, we lost Eddie Van Halen 2 years ago today.
Oh, wow. Yeah. It's a bummer.
Yeah.
Let's see, October 11th, 1975. Saturday Night Live premieres on NBC with guest host comedian George Carlin and special guests Janice Ian, Andy Kaufman, and Billy Preston. Still running.
I mean,
not nearly as funny.
Technically.
Let's see. Finally, October 12th, 1960. Inajiro Asanuma, leader of Japan's Socialist Party, is assassinated during a live TV broadcast. And the assassin was fucking hardcore. He came at that dude with a fucking samurai sword and gutted him. So,
man, we miss all the good TV.
That's crazy. I remember watching the Challenger live. Could you imagine watching that live?
Right?
Like some boring political speech. You're a kid.
And you're like,
and suddenly a fucking ninja jumps on the stage and fucking cuts this guy in half.
Damn. Take that, CNN.
Well, the dude that killed him was very anti-communist, anti-socialist. I can appreciate that sentiment. Don't go hacking people apart with swords.
Yeah, there are better ways to do it.
So, yeah, that's
Smith & Wesson doesn't make a sword.
They don't. They might at some point.
Some point. Well, yeah, that kind of wraps it up. Sorry, I was less than entertaining this evening, folks. It's been a long one. What songs are we doing? Nice.
Down tempo.
Yeah, it was a down tempo show, but full of useful information. Let's see, we had an assassination on live TV 70 years ago. That was badass. That picture is awesome. The guy's like, "Fuck no!"
Yeah,
He knows
I can't
it's
tell
coming.
if this is before or after. And the like psychotic grin on the assassin's face.
He's just in it. He's in it to win it.
It's just like, God damn.
Well, we learned a lot. We learned a lot today. What did we learn on the show today? Well, Panama Canal. China's gonna fuck with their currency, and they're gonna go downhill. Or it's gonna be wildly.
Their people will suffer.
Well, always, but they're gonna be wildly successful with it, and we're gonna get pwned later. Oh yeah, we should do that because then we sell more shit.
Yeah,
the big box store. Well, that brings us to the end of the show. We have some announcements, some special announcements to make tomorrow. Last week was 3 of 3. Tomorrow is 2 of 3. The last show is Facing Forward. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Good Company Restaurant and Bar in Colorado Springs. That is Union and Briargate Boulevard, because there's 2 Briargates right next to each other.
That's right, yeah. Briargate Parkway and Briargate Boulevard.
So right there. That's tomorrow night, 8 till late. Stop on in, hang out with us. Our merch will be on sale and at a reduced rate. We have one more show after tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I need to go home and learn all the songs we're supposed to know. Get in our NFL pick. Get in our NFL Pick'em pool. Go to playaction.pub/mantools and get your picks for week 4, which starts tonight. Use code.
Actually, it's week 5.
It's 5. It's week 5. It's week 5 with the Broncos. Use code TOOLS for 15% off any contest you create. Remember, the Man Tools contest is free to win, free to play. So, locals members. On our members only podcast, the 9/11 false flag is out and about, and we will have a new one this month as well. Join locals for just $3 a month. All that's at our website, so go check that out. Merch, also so awesome, is now available directly from us at mantoolsmedia.com/shop. They are very nice quality. We're digging them. Get me a Harambe variant hoodie very soon. I think that's going to be hilarious because it is hoodie season.
That's true.
So check out our merch, mantoolsmedia.com/shop. The fish stream, which is awesome to throw up on the big screen while you're at work. It's so much fun to just have it. I had people in the studio.
Yeah.
Threw it up on the big screen. So nice. Just watch the fish, relax, tranquil fish. Cool sounding music. I think I'm gonna score some for you. Just some of my stuff to get up there and just goofing off. So it's at twitch.tv/fishstream247.
That's right.
It's awesome, actually. It's so much fun. People are like, "Oh, where is this from?" I was like, "The other side of town."
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. It's super fun. It's a good thing, Trev. I dig it a lot. We use it at the studio. Speaking of studio, we'd like to thank our sponsors, EXO AutoWorks, for graciously allowing us to be on their property and not firing buckshot at us. And Harmonic Studios, The Beard Struggle. Get 15% off with the code TLANE15. Madrid Maintenance. Let's see. Clip and Carry Holsters and Sheaths. PlayAction Pools. Smith & Bradley Men's Watches. You'll always know what time to tune into Man Tools with a Smith & Bradley. Wow, that was like a real podcast. It's like that was a good stinger.
Real ad read.
Wow, good job. Thanks for watching and or listening. Please check us out on the web at mantoolsmedia.com. Our social media is at links.co/mantoolsmedia. That's it from us. Stay manly. Don't be a douche. Don't do meth. Go to work every day. It's easy.
Yes.
Pay your bills on time.
And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And with that, good night, everybody.
Walter Cronkite over here.